What is good, y'all? It's Jay Coffee Talk, tapping back in with some more hip hop news. Let's get right into the news, right into these stories. I did a video yesterday regarding WACK100. WACK was co-signing a tweet that Sauce Money, the former Jay-Z collaborator, had put up regarding the former First Lady Michelle Obama's interview with Zaza Wade. Sauce Money seemed to think that there was some agendas at play and had some choice words for Michelle Obama. WACK100 co-signed it. The link to that video will be pinned in the comments. Go check that out. Make sure to hit the comments over there and let me know your thoughts. But the secondary story on that video was WACK100 in the studio with his artist Tupac, who he's steadily working with. And yesterday on that video, it was about how Tupac had got a feature from Kevin Gates, a notable feature. Well, now we got another update. WACK100 has Tupac in the studio with Trippie Redd, which is another notable collaboration, And there's been some other pretty big features for Tupac as well, So when it comes to WACK, all the Instagram rants and arguments and such that WACK gets into, that we all love to say, what the fuck is this guy doing? Why is he always on this bullish? All that aside, WACK is really working hard with Tupac, getting notable features for his artist, trying to push this artist's career to the next level. Hit the comments, guys, and let me know if you rock with Tupac, if you listen to the music, your thoughts, all that. Tap in, let's talk. This seems to really be a big deal for WACK100. He wants the best for his artists, but also, let's break this down. Let's be honest. When you guys think of artists that WACK100 has managed, of course you think of the Game, but WACK kind of started managing the Game when the Game was already the Game. WACK wasn't the person that brought the Game from being unknown to where he was at. He was already a few albums in. And then yes, Blueface, WACK100 has done a lot with Blueface, but that's really only 2 or 1.5, like I said, because with Game was already Game. Now WACK had another artist named Nick Dees who kind of flopped. I don't even think he's affiliated with WACK anymore. There was another artist, Savvy the Third. I don't even know what happened with that. Things seemed to go bad with them almost as soon as WACK started managing Savvy, and then he has some other artists on the roster, Coyote for Hire, and I think a couple other ones, but Tupac is the one that he's really trying to push right now. And, he's doing good. Like I said, lining this artist up to blow up. Do y'all think it will happen? And can WACK add another success under his belt? Because like we said, when you really look at it, Blueface is the only one that WACK has really got on and put on. Okay, so comment, let me know your thoughts about that. Now moving along, hold up, we got to talk about this. I was shocked to see this. Another content creator who I watch their channel, Uncle Nick, put a post up on Instagram regarding Gunplay of MMG. And listen, we already know Gunplay is always out there tripping, geeked up, talking all kinds of crazy ish. Like this crazy son of a bitch had a swastika tattoo. I believe he got it covered, but it's just like, we know Gunplay ain't all the way right and stays high off that white girl living that Miami cocaine cowboys lifestyle. But even with all that known, I was shocked and couldn't believe it of this post that Uncle Nick put up. Gunplay is on there saying all kinds of racist, racial slurs about Asians, Chinese people, like going in on like a 3-minute rant, just talking real disrespectful, real nasty about Chinese people. And Uncle Nick put in the comments that China Mac is gonna step in and confront Gunplay, which I hope happens. And we've seen China Mac do before with Lil Pump, Benzino, when Benzino went on that racist rant against the Asian police officer that arrested him. And then even when Hassan Campbell stepped in and tried to put in his 2 cents, which I know Hassan's got mad followers, gets a lot of love out there. But on that situation, Hassan was bugging. It made no sense. Benzino said what he said, and China Mac checked Hassan as well. So hit the comments, guys. Let me know if you saw this. What are your thoughts about this? Hopefully China Mac steps in. And when it comes to gunplay, you know, like when people do stuff like this, you know, say some off the wall ish. I mean, what, like, their image can be hurt. They could be what nowadays is known as canceled or whatever the case may be. But gunplay is kind of a different story with gunplay, because gunplay, I don't even really think cares about the industry. You know, we know that it's like Rick Ross's homie, and we've seen him on the Triple C's album and everything like that, and some appearances here and there. But like gunplay don't even really be putting out music. I think it's safe to say, you know, gunplay, the rap game is secondary to him. I don't know. That's what it seems like to me. So I don't think at the end of the day, gunplay really gives a fuck, you know? Like if there truly ever has been someone who literally just gives zero fucks out here, I feel like we got to go with gunplay, right? Like, I don't know. Y'all comment. Let me know what you guys think about that. You could clearly tell he was geeked in the video, but I don't know. He just had some very hateful, foul things to say. It is what it is. I guess we'll see what happens next with that if China Mac does indeed step up. And last thing that we got to speak on, I thought this was a really interesting story about this photographer, T. Eric Monroe. I don't know if you guys have heard this story yet, but basically this dude had a unseen Biggie and Pac photo sitting in the cut for years that no one had seen and that he was totally unaware that he had, you know. And it's an interesting story. Basically, he was a photographer for years, used to work for Thrasher Skateboard magazine and The Source. And back in '93, he was doing a story and a photo shoot with Onyx. So he was there to see Onyx, and he says he's not sure if Onyx was opening up for Ice-T or Public Enemy. He really can't remember, but he was in the back in the dressing room taking pictures and everything before they went on stage. And then basically he says someone hollered at him and was like, "Yo, come here. Can you take some pictures of us?" He went over, wasn't really familiar with the dudes, and started snapping the photos. Like we said, this is '93. So later, I guess when he was putting the photos away, he wrote Tupac on it, because someone was like, "Yo, that's Tupac." And he wasn't really aware who Tupac was at that time. And he also says in the photo, he's flipping off the camera, which back then was kind of like iffy to put that in a magazine, right? Like, damn, times have changed, right? So like 19 years later, 2012, he's going through a lot of his old work or whatever and comes across that picture and kind of is looking at it and says, "Oh shit, that's Biggie Smalls in the back." As you can kind of, you know, he's not exactly easy to make out. And he realized he had been sitting on this epic historical hip hop photo for like 20 years and I had no idea. Ain't that some shit? And this is, you know, Pac and Biggie cool prior to the beef. And they're wearing shirts that say, "I'm a bad boy." So this is, you know, prior to Biggie really blowing up as well, like when Big was in the process of getting his foot in the door. So I thought that was an interesting story to share with you guys. Once again, this is a photographer named T. Eric Monroe. You can find him on the gram at T.Eric. So it's at T-D-O-T-E-R-I-C. And he's got a lot of different content up there, interviews with people and such. I guess he actually, after he found that he had this photo, got a hold of Lil C's and, you know, chopped it up with Lil C's and has like some kind of interview with C's up about this photo and that whole situation from way back in '93, you know. So hit the comments, you know, let me know your thoughts on that, as well as this other stuff we just talked about. WACK100 and True Car, Gunplay out here bugging, and this unseen Pac Biggie photo. So hit the comments. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe. Hit that notification bell. If you're new, guys, it's J Coffee Talk. Daily content, music, news, sports, and more. And I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.